truly, you can't fix an economy without reforming the education system. Because like it or not, these manufacturing jobs are not going to be coming back. And even if they do come back, they won't be at the scale that they once were. Cheap labor is just too attractive to most people in most countries and most companies. Cheap labor is going to win because you can lower your prices, your overhead, and your end sale cost with cheap labor. The more automated manufacturing becomes, that's less and less jobs in general. That's less jobs to come back. You can promise that you're going to cut taxes. You can promise this, that. You can promise that you're going to make America the most attractive place for business ever. But the simple fact of the matter is companies are always going to find a way to cut costs. And with the current advancements in robotics, that is going to happen. Let's be absolutely realistic. Manufacturing jobs and service industry jobs are not going to last that long. They will be gone. There are certain McDonald's in New York and other places where they're trying out like a self-serve kind of kiosk for your food order. Uber is working with Auto and a couple other companies to develop autonomous driving cars for their fleets. So that's almost all of the driving jobs. Transportation sector will be gone. Auto just unveiled a semi-truck that can drive itself and delivered its first commercial payload, which was a lot of beer apparently. The simple fact of the matter is, these low-level or even moderate skill jobs are not going to be here for that long. And to truly develop an economy for the future, you have to educate people in what's coming. Programming, even, let's say, air conditioning maintenance. The education system we have now was meant to produce factory workers. We don't have factories anymore, or at least we don't have as many as we used to. We have a climbing population, but what we do need are nurses, doctors, AC repairmen, electricians. We need people who have skilled work, not just somebody who's going to turn a screw in an assembly line. So we need people who can wire complex electrical panels, solder circuits. We need people who can program an app. We need people who have a skill. And when you leave high school, you don't have a skill. You're so focused on classes that are in reality pointless. There's a lot of things that you learn in high school that you're never going to use in life. They teach you all these good academic things, but in reality, I feel like we need to have a point where, let's say somewhere in middle school, right, you pick what road you want to go on, what you want to become. And you should be able to change that whenever you want to. But the education system needs to be more tailored, more personalized per the student. It allows students to pick a goal in their life, to test out what they want to do, and for them to explore that. And I think we need more of that. So many students go through school without being inspired. I feel like that's the biggest issue. When a student goes through school without a goal, without something to look forward to at the end, they're not going to care. Let's be honest here. Man, those two-valve Mustangs sound good. When a student doesn't have a goal in school, it is quite clear. You can tell that the student is not motivated. And I feel like that affects the rest of their lives. So if you give kids options, if you show them what the real world has to offer, rather than just preparing them for some next test or some exam or just some ridiculously pointless standardized test, if you inspire a child, they will do amazing things. But it is so much harder to truly inspire a child than it is to teach them to a test. Kids can do amazing things. Their minds have so much potential. Every human being's mind has potential to be great, to do something amazing. And so much of that potential is wasted. And that has to do with the mindset of our school system. They want an obedient factory worker. That's it. They want someone to be a part of a line, an assembly line, where that has to be with a call center or at a lowly job in the service industry. The problem is that those service industry jobs, those assembly line jobs, are going away, and they will not be here in the next century. Human labor costs too much. A machine is so much cheaper. Take your local supermarket, for example. How many times do you walk in and you see so many more people lined up at the self-checkout counter than they were at the actual human cashier? You think it's that much harder to replace a self-checkout counter and a cashier than that they can't do the same thing at McDonald's or In-N-Out or whatever? The education system we have now is going to be the downfall of the next economy. It's going to create such a massive wealth inequality that it's going to be almost comical, if not for how many people will suffer. In summary, you cannot reform and build a stronger economy that's going to last, that will be stable for the next 100 years, unless you reform the education system. I can say that's fact, but it's not true. It's just my opinion. It is my opinion that you cannot have a strong, stable economy for the future without education reform. And that's going to be the title of this video.